People often ask the question, is the American dream dead? I believe the moment we stop dreaming, we might as well be. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, the creator of American Dream TV, a national TV show centered around real estate, lifestyle, and culture. A real show showing you real neighborhoods from real professionals. Today, we're going to take you all across the country, showing you why we live in the greatest country on the planet. Let's get this show started right now.
From coast to coast, it's not just about houses. It's about how people live, work, and dream. These streets hold stories. These homes hold hope. And the people, they're the heartbeat of something bigger. This isn't just real estate. This is the real America. One neighborhood at a time. Welcome to your neighborhood. Welcome to the American dream.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris Wade, your host of ADTV, and today we're checking out one of my very favorite shops in Sacramento, California, called The Kitchen Table. Now, not only do they have really great, fun, amazing things that you absolutely want to have for your house, but the backstory behind this store is what it's all about. So Susan, I know that the kitchen table has a really unique story behind how it became the kitchen table. Do you want to share a little bit with us about how that happened?
Oh yeah, I'd love to. So I worked as a psychologist for 20 years. I was looking for something else to do. And the kids were all in school, and so then I started thinking, well, how do I want to spend my time? I thought about creating a space, remembering all the times that we gathered as a family or we gathered with friends, and how the connection we made over food, it was always, that was the special part of it, like connecting with each other.
And the memories, right, that are created.
Exactly, exactly. So I wanted to create a space that really fostered that sense of community and that sense of wanting to get together. Like I wanted to make it easy to have a dinner party, to host a party, to not make any excuses for why you couldn't gather with the people that were important to you. I had this idea, but I didn't know where to start because I had no background in retail. I had no background. There was a contest. The Downtown Partnership put together a contest called Calling All Dreamers, where it was kind of a Shark Tank kind of a contest where you pitched your idea, and if you won, you got help creating that business. So with the help of a couple of really good friends, we put up a little video together, entered the contest, and then I ended up being one of the finalists. Yes. And that really just changed my life.
So tell me a little bit about the kitchen table and what you offer. What kind of products do you have? Like, tell me a little bit about the store itself.
Well, I wanted to create a very welcoming space so that when you walked in, you felt like you could just leave, your worries behind you, and you could just focus on finding new, wonderful products and new ways to get people together. We have so many amazing, talented local artisans, local makers. So, we carry greeting cards from local makers. We have olive oil from Lodi. We have this wonderful dirty martini mix that's also bottled in Lodi, and honeys, soaps, candles. So, like I said, we have so much talent here just in Sacramento and around Sacramento that is really quite easy to stock the store with a lot of local products.
And I think one of your really unique ideas is that you have local artists that you feature and highlight, and by the door you have a cute little vending machine that for $1 they can get a little picture size, like a mini size of the artist, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so right now there's a trend where these little vending machines are popping up all over the country, featuring a lot of like local artists, local stickers, and things like that. And so I thought we needed one here.
All right, Susan, so we talked a little bit about these amazing boards that you have in your store, and I think just the backstory behind that is so connected to the community. So tell me more about that.
So this location, we were right across the street from the Miwok Middle School, which is the school that all three of my kids went to. And our youngest, she took advanced woodshop last year as an 8th grader. And the teacher approached me to do a fundraiser for the class because the class does these beautiful cutting boards, charcuterie boards. They're beautifully made, and they're all made by 8th graders. And so he said, you know, since you have your store across the street, would you mind selling our boards as a fundraiser? And each board has the student who made it, their name on it, the type of wood, and they just flew out the door. And we donated 100% of the proceeds back to the school, so that he said it was the first year he didn't have to ask parents to donate for materials to the class. So since it was so popular last year, we had people coming in all year long asking when we were gonna get more boards. So we did it again, and we've sold almost 20 boards in 2 weeks.
I just love the story, and that board is amazing. So Susan, I know that the kitchen table has just these great kind of community involved like classes and pop-ups. And so what are like some of the classes you have? It's almost Valentine's Day, right?
Oh, yes. So this weekend we've got a Valentine's Day watercolor class with the calligraphy girl. And then we have a local baker's sugar sweetery. They do cookie decorating. So you come and all the cookies are baked and all the icing is just ready to go. So you just get to play.
That's the best.
And then we have a dog treat decorating class as well. So like cookies, but for dogs.
Oh, how cute is
So that just started. We've had jewelry making, we've had candle making. One of our staff members, she does this monthly brunch crafting class. So you get brunch and mimosas, and then you get to do a little craft, and it's just a really fun way to spend the morning.
Well, I'm so happy that we could like spend some time together today and find out more about your beautiful store. I mean, just all the stories about, you know, you, how the kitchen table became the kitchen table, and how involved you are in the community. I love it so much. So thank you for having us today.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you. Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining me today on this segment here at the kitchen table in Sacramento, California. I'm Chris Wade, your host of American Dream TV. I'll see you next time.
What if I told you there was a town in the Bay Area with no stores, no apartment buildings, no through traffic, and yet it's home to some of the most valuable real estate in the entire country? Hidden between San Francisco and Silicon Valley lies Hillsborough, one of the most exclusive communities in all of California. Today, we're taking you inside the history, the architecture, and the lifestyle that make this town so extraordinary. And it's from right here that Hillsborough living truly reveals itself. Welcome to 45 Calaveras Court, listed by the Buljan Group. A brand new modern estate set on 4 private acres, offering 7,000 square feet of refined living, sweeping canyon views, and 8 bedrooms designed for both grand entertaining and everyday luxury. The average home sales price in Hillsborough is just under $6.5 million. Teardowns can start around $3.5 million, and last year, the Bing Crosby estate closed at a record $25 million. So what does that buy you? On average, about 4,400 square feet of living space on a 32,000 square foot lot. And while this home is exceptional, the story of Hillsborough is even greater. Let's go take a closer look. Hillsborough was incorporated in 1910, and it was designed as a purely residential community. And to this day, you won't find a single restaurant or shop, yet it's dedicated itself to grand estates, minimum half-acre lots, and has attracted prominent residents for more than a century. Some of those include Alicia Silverstone, Robin Williams, Charles Schwab, and Barry Bonds and Ricky Henderson. Let's step inside 2950 Churchill Drive and meet the listing agent, Phil. So Phil, why don't you tell us how this home encompasses Hillsborough living?
Chris, well, this home's custom built by the owners for themselves, for their family. They're a big family. They like to cook. They have kids. So it has really everything. It's got a pool. It's got the lawn. It's got some views, enough bedrooms, a gym, a theater, a game room, bonus room. It really has everything.
Now, this is a really unique wine cooler, Phil. What's the significance behind this?
So this is a really cool feature that the sellers put together. They book matched the tiles together to look like a Buddha back there. Just little customizations of the house that are pretty cool and unique.
Now, I love how this island goes with the light overhead. What's the design behind?
Yeah, really cool. They book matched this island to kind of match this lotus leaf. The house is Venetian plastered, huge island, custom cabinetry with seamless kind of no handles, very clean look. The kitchen is built really for a big family to entertain.
And I understand you've also got some secret door underneath here too.
Super great storage. I've never seen this before, but my wife would definitely appreciate this. So Chris, the whole house has seamless cabinetry with hidden pockets, make it very clean look. Look at this door right here. Kind of goes down to a bonus room, bedroom downstairs. You would never know it was there. Chris, so this is my favorite part of the house. So the current owners had this as like an office, man cave, but Jim over here, he had a golf simulator. So I know you like to work out. You and I would hang out here all day.
Exactly, and my wife couldn't get me out of here for sure.
Pretty awesome. So Chris, this is a classic Hillsborough half-acre lot, great for entertaining. Home has a backup generator plus solar panels, pool, barbecue, lawn, some bay views. Doesn't get much better.
Phil, this is an amazing home, and I so appreciate you giving us the tour. So
absolutely,
very much.
Great to see you.
All right, good seeing you. With its peaceful surroundings, expansive open space, and a luxurious lifestyle, Hillsborough stands as an elevated example of the American dream. I'm your host, Chris Eckert. We'll see you next time.
I'm Megan Archer, your host of American Dream TV, and today we're in Watsonville at an iconic spot that's been a part of life's sweetest moments since 1975, Freedom Bakery. The second you walk in here, it just feels like celebration. Freedom Bakery isn't just a bakery, it's iconic. This isn't just dessert. This is birthdays, weddings, graduations. This is I'm sorry cake. This is I survived the week cake. And honestly, sometimes it's just because it's Tuesday cake. Freedom Bakery has been a part of this community for decades, and you can feel the love in every detail. If you're in Watsonville and you want something made with heart and a lot of buttercream, Freedom Bakery is the place. I'd love to hear the story of how the bakery got started.
So my dad started back in 1975. He had worked for a bakery in San Jose and wanted to strike out on his own, so he came over here and found a bakery and had enough money to actually buy it, and here we are 50 years later.
And everyone talks about you. So when did you kind of take over?
I went to college at Santa Clara University, and then after working for a few years, decided I wanted to come back to the family business. So I took it over back in 1997.
So you kind of grew up here in the bakery.
To this day, I'm still the only kid that has worked every single job from the dishwasher on up.
We always hear about Freedom Bakery. You're a part of some of life's sweetest moments. How does that feel for you guys?
It's great for me personally. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I came back. I tell everyone it's for one day a year in someone's life, we get to make their life just a little bit better, a little bit sweeter. Whereas I didn't get that satisfaction when I was wearing a suit. That's kind of what we do, and it's worked out well.
What are some of your most iconic cakes or sweets or treats?
Dream Cake is by far the best seller that we have, and it's a chocolate chiffon cake with real whipped cream filling and Belgian chocolate shavings on it. So it's just simple, but it's magic, I call it. And then we have a lot of desserts like brownies and cookies and things that are also very good, but we are best well known for our cakes. We specialize in cakes of every kind, whether it's for an infant or a toddler or to an adult who is celebrating 80th. You know, we've done cakes with people who are selling their 110th birthday. So we do cakes across all ranges and we do designs across all styles. So we're able to capture almost all styles that you might be interested in because we have great decorators who also happen to be like their superpowers are in certain types of styles, and that makes us unique in that way. So this is where our staff does put chocolate shavings on our dream cake, which is our most popular cake. This is where we do a lot of the filling of our cakes. And these small mixers are primarily used for our whipped cream. We used to be like traditional bakeries that did round cakes.
Yep.
It was this. And so in the old days, you'd have to like wash this. We transitioned 20 years ago into rectangular sheet cakes. So it's like 8 of those round cakes would be like one of these full sheets. Now people are, whenever they see a rectangular cake,
They know it's yours.
it's coming from us.
What did mom and dad think of you changing some of their ways of doing things?
What are you doing?
It smells so good in here. I would be frightened. I would get locked in here though. Show me your skills.
All right, I will try. I grew up in the business and I've always enjoyed the cake business. And so I consider myself lucky if you can make a living doing something that you truly enjoy. It doesn't get better than that, right?
Well, when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
That is true.
I'm Megan Archer, and some of life's sweetest moments should be shared with Freedom Bakery.
Welcome. I'm your host today, Christy Press, and I can't wait to showcase this amazing restaurant out here in Galt called The Mix-Up. Okay, you guys, we are in The Mix-Up, the Mediterranean table out here in Galt, and I have the owners, Basil and Gina, and I'm so excited to share this restaurant with you guys. So tell me, what made you start this restaurant out here in Galt?
Well, first of all, we had a food truck that was called The Mix-Up, and we did it in Elk Grove. And for about 2 years in Elk Grove, and it started off with trying to find a name. So my daughter was saying, hey, what should we name the food truck? We're all, I'm Palestinian, my wife's Hispanic, so my daughter said, well, it's called The Mix-Up, and we're all mixed up. so we called it The Mix-Up, and then there was an ad for an open restaurant here in Galt. And so my wife's like, hey, we need to get that restaurant in Galt because mainly here in Galt, it's mainly Mexican, a lot of Mexican food and no Middle Eastern food here at all. So we thought it would be a great opportunity to bring something different to Galt.
Definitely.
So that's why we came to Galt, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Like we were here for a year and 3 months, and it's been going good, and it hasn't stopped. Yeah.
People are amazing.
Food is good. They love the food. They love the customer service. The people are great. It's a great community. So it's like it's been a blessing being here in Galt.
Nice. Now tell me, what's behind the food, the cuisine? Because it is definitely something. You've got ribeye, but then you've got hummus. Like, tell me about where that menu came from.
Well, I've been with my wife for 36 years. So I'm Palestinian and my wife's Hispanic, but for 36 years, my mom taught my wife how to make the hummus, the baba ganoush, a lot of the Arabic dishes, so that we learned from my mother. We've been a family of just always making food and eating. We love food. That's our passion. So we got it going here in Galt now, and we just love putting a lot of love in the food. So.
Definitely.
And that's the main thing, is putting love in the food, making sure people love the food.
Yeah, it's just the community. What brought us here was the community. I grew up in the country in a small farm town, and I love Galt because the community is just tight. The Galt market's amazing. There's just so much to see in a small city like Galt. And that's why we loved it. When we got the opportunity, we loved it. It was like, okay, let's do it. You know?
Yes, definitely. So tell me, what is the favorite dish that everybody always orders?
Everyone. I mean, they all love the kebab. They love the kebabs, the wraps, the bowls. I mean, there isn't. I thought it would be a signature dish, but there isn't, because they order everything on the menu. They love everything we make here. So I would love for people to try it, come and try it. And it's just a great atmosphere, a great place to come and eat. It's all family. We treat everyone like family, and we just love what we do.
Nice, definitely. Thank you guys so much. This restaurant is so amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys, 5 minutes from the restaurant. Can you believe this amazing new build home by Elliott Homes out here in the Elliott Ranch? Look at this gorgeous kitchen. Can you say family gatherings? Can you say birthday parties? Can you say open space? I'm loving it. Guys, this home is so amazing. With the 5 bedrooms and 3.5 bath, guess what the cherry on top? A multi-gen suite. I mean, can you believe it? Look at this beautiful space for your mother-in-law, father-in-law, older kids, grandparents. This home has it all. The builders here at Elliott Homes have thought of everything with these homes, and that includes the bedroom sizes. Take a look at this. Big, bright, beautiful. I can't wait to show you the others. Wasn't that an incredible restaurant, you guys? Oh my gosh, the food, the vibe, so incredible. And wasn't that home from Elliott Homes insanely spectacular? Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks for joining me today out here in Galt. I'm your hometown realtor, Christy Frass. See you on the next one.
Welcome to ADTV. I'm your host, Marie Mesa, located in the Central Valley, California. Today, we're at a special place that I hold dear to my heart. We're in Sanger, California at Valley Oak Winery. 13 years ago, I had the privilege of selling the property to the Ubik family. Since that moment, they planted the vineyard, nurtured the land, and built the winery from the ground up. It's truly been a blessing to see. With what started as a vision, became a thriving family business. With the support of his wife, Tanya, and 2 children, Chris and Maya, they've really become big contributors to the Central Valley wine community. Today, you're in for a treat. We'll see exclusive footage from behind the scenes taken over the seasons, and you'll really get to see what it takes to run a producing vineyard and tasting room. Mike, thanks for allowing us to join you and following you throughout the whole harvest season this year. It was a great time out here.
Well, it's been great. Having someone come out and be able to showcase what we do is one of the reasons that we built the place is for the idea of showcasing what I would call ag tourism.
Tell us a bit about what got you started on this whole adventure.
I've been growing grapes my entire life, and people on the East Coast were buying my grapes in order to make homemade wine. They came out to our ranch and we put them on the tractor and they watched us pick grapes and everything. And this guy says, well, Mike, you must make some fantastic wine because you have all these fresh grapes right here in your backyard. And I had to admit to him that I didn't make wine. All I did was grow grapes. And so from that point forward, I sort of felt like if I'm going to grow grapes and sell to the wine industry, I should learn how to make wine. And for about 20 years, we were making wine and what I call market research. We drank it all. They'd say, well, Mike, why aren't you selling this stuff? This stuff's great. We built the winery, planted the vineyard. So we have 7 different varieties of reds that we grow. And so we make all the wine here. It's been sort of a great adventure. My philosophy is you do the best you can in the vineyard, get the grapes up into the winery to the crusher exactly the way you want them, and then let the grapes do the talking.
Can you tell us about what it takes to nurture the vineyard and all that's involved?
I like to start with the pruning. Pruning is essential for producing a very good, clean, quality crop. What happens all during the season is just keeping an eye on the irrigation and everything so that we can get to the point where the grapes are getting close to harvest. And that's when we start looking at the bricks and the acid readings to decide exactly when to pick. That's very important to have people that know what they're doing so that the grapes are quality until they get to the crusher. Then we put them into fermenters, and during that fermentation process and the process of making the wine, it becomes very important to make sure that we're keeping an eye on the temperatures on a regular basis. In general, keeping a real close eye on that fermentation. Everything is done right here on the premises.
Now, once you bottle, how does distribution take place?
Not only do we belong to an association that helps promote all the wineries in the area, we're only open on the weekends. People are invited in to do wine tasting. And so it's great to share what's going on right here in Sanger with other parts of the United States. And then we also do, in the fall of the year, we do a winemaker's dinner, which is probably the most fun thing that we do. We plan a gourmet dinner, and we arrange to have each course paired with one of our wines.
I want to thank you, Mike, for your friendship throughout the years and for allowing us to follow you throughout this whole season. I really appreciate it, and we had a good time. We've had a great time here at Valley Oak Winery collecting footage for the past year. For more information on events and hours of operation, visit their website at valleyoakwinery.com. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Marie Mesa with American Dream.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the American Dream TV. We created this show to combat negative media, to show that the American Dream is alive and well by showing you real stories in real neighborhoods. Thank you so much for watching the show, and cheers to your American Dream.